we're gonna do product. Today on Mumbles, we're revisiting a classic review of mine. The Bissell 1940 Steam Mop. One of the best-selling steam mops in the world. And it's that best-selling steam mop for good reasons. Now this is a review that I did before, okay? When I was just starting out. So obviously, things have gotten a little bit different with Mumbles. Mumbles does things a little bit different now. I have a set way of doing things, so I wanted to give this steam mop an actual 100% giving my best review. So that's what we're doing today. I'm revisiting this because I want to give it that good, great review. So let's jump into it. Features of this steam mop. Okay, first off, lightweight. Woo! I can bench with. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. But it's very lightweight, as you can see. I can lift it with one hand. Really not heavy. It's more awkward than anything because it's big and it's a steamer. Whatever. Features. It has 3 different power features. Low, medium, high. That basically is all right here. You just click that and you're good to go. Low, medium, high. It basically how much water goes out. That's basically all there is to it. I usually run it on high because it'll clean your floor better. Okay? Alright. Okay. Alright. So, now it does use pads that go, let me pull this up. Sorry guys. It does use pads that just simply go on here as so. They're cloth. They work very well. They're machine washable. You can, pre-treat them if you want, wash them with soap and water, OxiClean, things like that. Wouldn't recommend bleach because bleach can kind of, with the life, don't do that. But you can pre-treat them. But if you just want to, just use machine wash them. That's all there is to it. So they're very simple. They go on very easily. They just pull on and you're good to go. So in these things, there is a pouch. Guys, a pouch right here, if you can see. They come with discs, basically, scented discs, so that when you're using this in the distilled water, the water hits the disc and it makes it smell good. In addition to that, you can also use scented water from Bissell. I'll get to that in a second, but that is another way that you can make things smell great. Okay? As you can see, it's very simple to use. Now, I want to point out with our towels, let me move this back down. I want to point out with our towels here, they look a little dirtier. We've had this for close to 2 years, guys, and while these are some newer pads, regular use, even when you wash them, which we do after every use, it's still going to show a little bit. It's not dirty, but it's just, kind of stained. So that's just how it is. One thing with the head, since we're talking about the head right now, this is detachable. So like, let's say you don't want to bend down to put on the thing. You got the water in here. You don't want to turn it over. You can remove this. On this head, there is a brush for, those stubborn stains, whatever. It works really good. So there is that on the head itself. Now, where does the water go? How does that work? Water goes in this little guy right here. Just pulls out. You twist this top off. Pour your distilled water in here. Use distill. Trust me, use distill. Put the cap back on. Put it in. Now, in addition, or not in addition, really, more as an alternative, you can use the Bissell Steam Mop water. It's an extra cost, obviously, but it smells amazing. So if you have company coming over and you want to, make everything smell amazing so that when they walk in, they're like, man, dude, your house smells really good. You'll be like, thanks, I know, I smell this great all the time. And then you'll give that little wink because you know it's your steam mop that did. So that's what this water can do. So, features-wise, that's pretty much all there is to it. One thing I want to mention is when you first plug it in, it takes 30 seconds to heat up. Then you can mess with the levels, okay? Then you can get started. So there is that, okay? Now we're going to move on to basically the cons of this product. And there's not many, guys. There's not many. There's not many at all. First con, short cord. It's got a shorter cord. I wish it had a little bit longer of a cord, but for the most part, you can get a whole room done, or maybe even 2 rooms done, depending on the size of the room, with this cord. But obviously, longer, in my opinion, is better. But, power-wise, I'm sure there was a reason for making the cord the length it is. But if it had a little bit longer of a cord, that would be great. The only other thing really is the brush itself. This brush, while it can help you with some of those spots, if something is really, really hard, down on the floor, probably not going to be able to, you might have to get down still and use, conventional methods to get that off because sometimes the brush, you can only do so much with it. So there is that little guy right there. Now, I do want to address one other little thing about this Steam Mop. Floor streaking. Now this can be caused by a couple things, and yes, it can occur. But for the most part, if you treat it right, it won't do that, okay? So basically, most of the time floor streaking is caused by a dirty cloth. So wash your cloth after each use. If you go over something extremely dirty, change cloths before you do the next room. Whatever, you know what I'm saying, okay? On its own, this Steam Mop will not smear your floors. It will make them look basically as good as the day that you installed them. You can also use the Steam Mop on things such as furniture and things like that, but don't overdo it. Just be careful, okay? So that's basically this Steam Mop, and this is basically our update review. Now last time I told you guys in my other review about the actual cloths, you know, them getting a hole in them, but for the most part that hasn't happened since then. We've only had one do that, and that cloth was getting rather old, so I can't blame them for that. So review-wise, on today's episode of Mumbles, it's time to give it a score, guys. This Steam Mop gets a 5 out of 5. That's right, guys, 5 out of 5. And I'm happy to give it 5 out of 5. I use this weekly. I myself use this weekly to steam the whole house, because we have wood and tile floors in this house, and it works amazing, guys. That's been our Bissell 1940 review. I hope you guys enjoyed this updated review. I'll put links in the descriptions for all the things, the different pads, the disc, the pads, and the water that you can get. Those are separate products that don't come with this. Well, I shouldn't say the pads do come. Some pads and some of these do come with when you buy the disc, but the water is separate. So I'll put the links in the descriptions for all that so you guys understand where I'm going with this. And yeah, guys, this has been another Mumbles product review. I'm really excited to do this because this was my most, you know, my biggest review, and I want to thank you guys all for watching it. And I hope it helps. You know, I have lots of reviews on here, so if there's something else you want to see, be sure to check out my other videos. And yeah, guys, this has been another episode of Mumbles, so I want to thank you all so much for joining me. Please smack that subscribe button, smack that like button, smack all the buttons, but don't smack people, because if you smack people, you might end up in jail, and that's not a good thing. Anyways, guys, this has been another episode of Mumbles. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.